going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Brilliant! That is schoolboy's own stuff. Oh, I bet even he can't believe it.
Good morning and good morning to you. Welcome to this Thursday's episode of Good Morning Tottenham Away. I hope you guys are all well. So the agreement between player and club Tottenham had been done for Raya, and now Guillermo Vicario is the latest name for the goalkeeper situation at Spurs, guys. So Gianluca Di Marzio's already reported in it. We've had Fabrizio Romano is on the case as well. So it looks that the deal with Empoli's number one, Guillermo Vicario, will be joining Spurs for £17.2 million, which is 20 million euros. Tottenham are expected to submit a formal bid for goalkeeper Guillermo Vicario today, really, and Empoli have indicated it will be accepted. So Spurs have been interested in signing Brentford goalkeeper Raya, but are reluctant to pay the 40 million asking price. Tottenham have verbally agreed on an initial 17.2 million deal with Empoli to sign goalkeeper Vicario, which is half of the amount that Brentford want for Raya. Spurs are expected to submit a formal bid on Thursday, and Empoli have indicated it will be accepted. The deal also includes bonuses on top of the initial 20 million euros fee. Guillermo is a 26-year-old Italian, has made 71 appearances for Empoli since joining from Cagliari in 2021, initially on loan. Spurs have been interested in signing Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, but are reluctant to pay the 40 million price. Raya has a year left on his contract and is unlikely to sign a new deal. Tottenham's current number one, Hugo Lloris, has publicly said he wants to leave for a fresh challenge. So Lloris is still at the club, and I did say the other day that I was a little bit like, what is happening regarding that, because I hadn't heard anything in merit of Lloris leaving. So it's a difficult one, and I'll tell you why, guys. When you make a signing, I understand everyone wants the best deal. Spurs want to get the best deal. Spurs always want to get the best deal, but you also want to make a statement of intent. Now, I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying Guillermo Vicario is not a good goalkeeper. He's an up-and-coming goalkeeper. He's 26. He's actually made it quite late, because he was playing in Serie C on 2017. I want to say, if I remember, he was still with Serie C. So he's went to Serie B and then to Serie A in really short space of time. He's made it to Serie A with Empoli, who's not the top of his game with obviously playing for Empoli, but now this is the jump. This is the jump that he's making at 25 years of age. He will be leaving the Serie A. So he wasn't playing for the top teams of Milan, like Milan, Inter, or Juve or Napoli. He wasn't playing for any of them. He was playing for that middle mid-table sort of team in Serie A. So the jump from that to coming into the Premier League will be one to watch. So when you have that situation ongoing, and of course Raya, who's a more seasoned player, who's at the top of his game. Yes, he's playing for Brentford, but he's got experience already in the Premier League. I agree. Some people will say, well, look, 40 million for someone who's on his last year or entering the last year of his contract is quite a high price to pay. But when you look at players that are moving around, moving to Saudi Arabia, and I mentioned this the other day, for obscene amount of money, both for clubs that are exchanging and the players, what they'll be earning on. You look at the more recent one coming to the Premier League, Declan Rice, nearing enough 100 million, possibly going to Arsenal. Arsenal, who have made a 65 million paid 65 million for Havertz. Sandro Tonali going to Newcastle for 80 million plus. Do you see what I'm going? Like, it's an obscene amount of money to pay 40 for a goalkeeper who's entering the last year of his contract. I don't know. Listen, many of you will be looking at this video and will be saying, you know, we always go for the cheaper option. And I can't even argue with that. I'm not here to argue that. Yes, we have gone for the cheaper option, absolutely. To go for 40 million and then 17 million to wrap up for Guillermo Vicario. And then, you know, you look at it now, Lenglet, and there's the next one where we sent him back and we're thinking we need a centre-back or two centre-backs, and now we look like we're going to bring Lenglet back. Why? Because at 5 million, he is the cheapest option. Now, if you tell me that Lenglet's coming in as part of a squad rotation, I could almost be on board with that, providing we get rid of Dyer. Because if we get rid of Dyer and Lenglet's coming in to step in for him as a backup, then I can be on board with that. But we still need that number one centre-back that will partner up Christian Romero. If Lenglet comes in as that partner, I'd be disappointed, guys. I'm going to level with you now. I'll say it in here and I'll stand by what I say. So, go for the best deal. Absolutely. Go and get a player that's hungry and wants to make it big. But at the same time, you do have to fork out some money to get some seasoned pro. We need 2 or 3 top quality players. I'm not saying elite. I'm saying that somebody that can come in and go into your team and make a massive difference. Because without that, I don't know how we're going to do one better than we did. How we can do better. I said do one better than we did last season. We didn't do well last season. But how we can go on to rise from what happened here. We've already got a new manager, a hungry manager, but it's not proven in the Premier League. Now, when you add all these things, you're leaving it to chance. But it just shows, again, like the ambition of the club is not once to bounce back, get 2 3 quality players, and then get players like Lenglet and other players to then, you know, to sort of beefing up your surroundings, so to reinforce the squad a little bit better. Get rid of the deadwood, replace it with new players. Lenglet would be a new player, but be part of the squad rotation, and then get the 2 or 3 that you think, these are my guys, I'm gonna make the spine of this team quality. Let's make that goalkeeper top. Let's get those 2 centre-backs top. Let's get that extra midfielder to partner what will be with Bissouma, and eventually when he comes back, and it will be a while, for Bentancur. Let's get that attacking midfielder. And if we are keeping Kane for another season to let him go on a free, then at least there you got your number 9. So that middle of the park, it's top draw. It's a quality spine. It's a strong spine. Guillermo Vicario will probably be a good goalkeeper. Perhaps he'll be a great goalkeeper, but also can be a flop. We have to take that on board, all those 3 scenarios. And all I'm saying is, why must we put those percentages like that? Why not make the investment on a player with a higher percentage of success rate? To do that, you have to spend the money. And I don't know, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And I think that, you know, the tone's been set, guys. I don't know what to make of this signing, guys. I hope that it, you know, I want to say that he's going to be a quality. People have been asking me, you know, he's Italian, what's he like? Guys, all I can tell you that he played for Empoli. It's good goalie, top. I don't know, guys. He might be a top goalie. He might become a top goalie. But it's unproven. He's going to be leaving to go into a different league, not knowing what we're going to get. If he is, great. Then it's been if he's a success, it's a masterstroke signing at 17.2 million. If he doesn't, then accountability. You have to point the fingers at the club that buy those players. We shall see, guys. Time will tell. Like, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, how you're feeling about this player coming on board. And Lenglet, it looks like for 5 million will be coming on board as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.